Hello, beautiful souls. Today I'm here with Carmen to discuss the topic of change and why majority of people break their New Year's resolutions by the end of the year. Actually, research indicates that already by February, 80% of New Year's resolution it's already abandoned. And only 8 to 12% it's actually fulfilled by the end of the year. Both Carmen and I are very passionate about helping women through going through their transition periods, making it possible for them easier and faster. And being through the great transition ourselves, we know exactly what they're going through. So Carmen, please introduce yourself and tell me, why do you think it's happening that most of the New Year resolutions are not fulfilled? Why people don't make this change they commit to starting the new year?
Well, first, hello everyone. I'm Carmen. I'm a purpose and empowerment coach for women. And thank you for having me here. Why are they not doing their New Year's resolutions? I would say is many things. First, because they don't want to, and they just feel like they have to have some New Year's resolutions, or that somehow the new year is going to bring them some new energy for the sake of it, but they are not really deeply wanting to change or don't have a good enough reason to change. And it's more of a, well, yeah, I know I should do this, so maybe I should try, but it's not a real commitment to the change, not a real deeper meaning of why they want to change. So I think that's one of the reasons. Second, because changes are hard. Changes are hard. It's not easy, and they won't happen just because, you put it on a paper, on a vision board, and you just wait it to be manifested. It requires a level of a different identity of the one that you have right now. It requires that you step up, because otherwise, why hasn't worked so far yet? Why you didn't lose weight the year before? Why you didn't do what you wanted to do yesterday? Why do you have to wait for the new year? If you're going to stay in the same identity, doing what you always did, thinking what you always thought, and being the same person you always were, you're going to get the same results, unfortunately, after the excitement of the first few weeks. So it's not to be negative. It's just that you need to know and be realistic what you're dealing with here, and not just to play it as a game that, oh, well, let's just manifest, put in the vision board. Alone itself, it won't get you too far.
So it's not just about timing. It's very important, this mindset and preparation and knowing what is your true why. Why do you want it? And how important is it for you?
Yes, you have to have a big why. Because as I say, change, this is how I see it. There is an equation for change. And at the end of the day, if the effort that it requires is bigger than the reward, you won't make the effort. So if the reward, what you're going to get is just something that is not that deep, that meaningful, that powerful, that big for you, that important for you, the motivation is not going to be there. So the effort is so hard to change, is so hard, it could be so hard, that if the motivation is not there in a deeper way, if the balance is not balanced to the big goal and the big vision of what you want, the effort is too hard, so you won't do it. So you won't succeed. That's why people give up.
You need to sacrifice something, definitely. Yeah. So on one side of the equation will be your reward, but on the other, it's what you're gonna put in.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You need to think well before you actually start planning. What are you really ready to change? What do you need to get rid of? What are you
Mhm.
ready to sacrifice actually to make the change?
Yeah. If something comes into your life, something gotta go to leave that space. So you have to let go of it's like if you want to work out, maybe you have to let go of Netflix binging every night. It's just like the day has 24 hours a day. The energy is that much. You end up being tired at the end of the day. So you need to prioritize what is really important for you and let go of the things that are actually not only that important or maybe holding you back. So you got to sacrifice that. It's what we say, the immediate gratification is pretty much what drives us, but you need to sacrifice the immediate to the long term.
I like how you put it. You said at the beginning to make space. Basically, we need to clean some old and stagnant energy to allow ourselves to receive or to bring into our life a change, a desired change. Maybe new people, maybe new situations, maybe new job, whatever it is, no?
Yes, the old is the familiar, is the comfortable, is what the brain likes to stay in. Whatever is familiar, the brain interprets as safe. So sometimes it's difficult to let go, even if we know it's not good for us. The brain thinks it's okay, you survive, you're not dead, therefore that's not that bad. And it just stays in there. So when we try to change, we actually going against the mind that plays tricks on us, trying to keep us safe where we are. And that is the struggle. We need to let go of the negative self-talk. We need to let go of, when things are hard and we want to give up, to just play into that self-sabotage. We need to let go of the people that is holding us back sometimes, not supporting us or, tempting us to do the things we don't want to do. Sometimes we need to put some distance there. So
the hardest part with that this is mainly subconscious. And because it's subconscious, we cannot control it actually. So it kind of plays the game, runs the game instead of us, and we are not even aware of that.
Yes, it is the autopilot, just most of the time we just go in an autopilot. We're not constantly thinking about things. And I always say we let the mind trick us, telling us we can't do this. It's too hard. I feel tired. I do it tomorrow. I don't have the time. All those things are just tricks of the mind, but we don't know it. We think it's the truth because it's being our truth in a way. But we get to decide. That's the beauty of this self-growth journey. The moment you realize you get to decide what is your reality and how you want to show up, you can change things around. I'm not going to say it's going to be the easiest thing to do, but there are many tools out there and many things that can help. So it's not as hard.
Yeah, often we always think what we see, it's what it is. And what we think, it's what it is. But actually, the truth is completely different. Nothing is as it looks like. Nothing is as it seems like. Because how we actually create these preconceived ideas. At once upon a time, someone said to us, this blue thing above us, this is sky. And we decided at that moment to trust to this person. So now we know this is a sky. And this goes for all the ideas. At once upon a time, we decided to trust, or were under the circumstances to trust to whoever said something. And this for us becomes a truth. And because brain doesn't have anything tangible, anything new that can prove different, it just sticks with the old things. And this is why it becomes hard, because basically we are working on some idea. There's nothing tangible we can prove ourselves. And this is why this motivation and this why it's so strong and important.
Yeah, and you get to decide what is your reality, because we're making that decision every minute. It's like the way you interpret things, it becomes your reality, and you make your conclusions about that. So I see this all the time with people that, let's say you are on a date and somebody's running late, and you're already making up stories in your head why he's running late, and you're thinking he's so disconsiderate, he's just like not taking me serious, he's just da da da, before already happened. So the moment the guy sits on the chair, we're already in a bad mood, we're already trying to make a point, and then we spiral, and obviously the date end up being a disaster because we already approach it very badly. But maybe another person that doesn't have this preconception that the guy is going to come late because he doesn't care, because maybe he had different experiences in their life or different, past. It's going to be, oh, something might have happened. The train might run late. And then when it arrives, like, is everything okay? And they say, oh, well, this happened or that happens. Like, oh, really? I'm so sorry. Oh, well, thank you for making it anyway. And that date is going to be completely different. Your reality is going to be completely different. But for different persons, they think they are right. Both of them, they will think they are right. And we reiterate the way we think. We don't give the opportunity to prove us wrong, because we just look to reinforce what we believe. We don't accept another way unless we consciously make that decision that, okay, let's stay curious and see what else could be besides what I think it is.
Yeah, this is interesting that you mentioned, because what we actually do in a conversation with someone, we usually want to make them feel the way we feel, and vice versa. So it's very important also, who are your friends? Who are the people you are surrounded with the majority of the time? So what would you say from your experience, who are the women who have the most chances or are most successful in making this change in their life?
Well, I think change is normally motivated either by a strong pain. So if you have gone down in a spiral and you reach rock bottom, or something terrible happened to you, it's almost like you have no choice but to make this decision that you want to change and you want to get out of that, because that is no longer possible because it's so terribly painful. And then you decide to get out and to try to do things differently, and probably is when you're going to ask for help, because sometimes alone is just you don't see what you can do next. And then the other one is extreme motivation, where you have this dream or this purpose of this why that is so strong that you want to get out of your own head and really become that person that's going to achieve that dream, that goal, that why, that purpose they have. So something, you might have won some certain awareness because, you've been reading, hearing about it or whatever, or some influence, and you start to think, okay, actually, there is all these other things possible for me. And I like this idea. Actually, this sounds amazing. And I want to keep on doing what I do. No, I'm not doing that anymore, because if I change, this is possible for me. And it's so exciting and it's so motivating. Normally, what I find is if you have a big purpose that is bigger than your selfish reasons, that is a stronger motivator than if it's just, I want to lose weight because I want to wear a bikini or something like that. That we see it doesn't work and we end up as we were.
Yeah, like if I want to lose weight so I can be here longer for my children, this would be one of the very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And from my experience, for the end, just a thought of encouragement actually to everyone who feels currently or is thinking, should or should I not make this change in my life? This change, or whatever it is, whatever we are avoiding in our life, it will come after us. From my personal experience, it's like it's been chasing me. It's coming again and again and again, and every time stronger and stronger and stronger until I don't learn this lesson that I need to learn that serves me for the rest of my life.
Yes, because we perpetuate the same thing over and over.
Is there anything else you would like to say for the end?
Well, I just would say if people is thinking to seriously want to change, you know, and you want to take the momentum that is the New Year's and you have that some sort of energy or feel the vibe of, okay, let's make some changes. That keep it simple, choose just one change, the one that is really important to you, and be realistic about how much you can change. You know, we always talk in this self-growth space about keeping your goals smart. So that is a good way to go. Keep it simple, choose just one thing, make it easy. Don't go from 0 to 100, you know, go step by step and build up from there. And make it very specific. So don't say, I want to lose weight. If that's what you want to do, just say, I want to lose 3 kilos or 4 kilos. But mainly tap into why you want this goal. Why is that important to you? How your life can change if you actually achieve this goal. And how the life of the people around you can also change. And what is really behind who you want to become when you achieve this change. I think that's kind of go a bit deeper in why is that you want the changes. And in that equation where you may, when you, the struggle normally is harder than what you gain, do it the other way around, make it easy, take very small steps to start. So it's easy, the struggle is slow, and make the vision, the winning, so exciting, celebrate every small win. Just give yourself some rewards after a week of doing well, share it, make a big fuss out of it, about every small win, make it bigger. So the gain, the pleasure, even the dopamine that you achieve with, you know, ticking those boxes, and, you know, the goal is coming closer, it gives you some sort of momentum to keep going, and, you know, it reinforces. So you can add a little bit more and a little bit more, but do it slowly. And yeah, just keep on celebrating every time you win something. That's the brain likes to get those signals, and it helps to build up and create the habit.
Yes, and self-esteem and trust in yourself, which is very important to continue.
You need to,
yes.
you need to know why you do it. So you do it for you, you know. Even when I say purpose, it's for others, but it's for the feeling in your heart that you get when you do it for others. So it's a win-win.
You said it nicely. Well, thank you very much,
Thank
Carmen.
you for having me. And good luck, everybody, with their New Year's resolutions. Make sure they stay after February.
Thank you very much for staying with us until the end of this video, and have a beautiful day. Bye for now.
Bye.